Hi, I'm Mark,
And I'm Valerie, and we're at my home. So today we're going to check out some outdoor lights from Eufy.
and Eufy sent us these for the review.
All right.
So what do we got? Let's see. The little box has what's called the Outdoor Spotlights E10, and they come in a two-pack. You can actually add two more, but this is just a two-pack. And then the other one is,
These are the outdoor pathway lights E10.
and they come with four lights, but you can't add any more to it. You have to buy a separate box to do it.
All right.
All right, so let's open them up. Let's open this one
Let's
first.
open the big one.
Here we go.
Oh,
Look at that.
3 boxes.
All right, let's see what's in the boxes. All right.
Triple LED guiding your steps with brilliant light.
Okay, here's one box. And it's two of the lights. They nicely package these.
Oh, yeah. Kind of big.
They're really tall. I think I like that they're really tall. But check it out. See? They're pretty tall. And there's a little screw on the bottom, hole in the bottom here. And then you have the connector. And the nice thing is these connectors are waterproof. So you're going to hook them all together. So there's two.
There's 2 more lights.
Okay, so we have 4 pathway lights and with their waterproof connectors.
All right. Wow. These are heavy duty stakes.
Yeah, so these stakes are really cool because they're metal, not plastic. Okay, those are 4 heavy duty stakes with the metal screw thing in there. So let's see how they go. So you just put them in. We'll line them up.
So do you put the lights on the stakes first, or do you put the stakes in the ground first?
Well, you know, it's interesting you say that because I already installed a set of these things outdoors. And at first I put the stakes in the ground thinking that'd be great. And then it was a pain in the neck to put these on because this little cable kind of has to twist around as you're putting it on. So I found it was easier just to put them on here and then go ahead and put them into the ground. It worked out pretty well. And these are like a metal, and this is metal. So they're pretty strong. Just grab them like this and kind of push them down on the ground. And you're all set. So that's it. So they give you 4 of those to hook them all up. And then what else do they give?
That's a lot of cord.
Yeah, so they give you a lot of cord. And I found out when we installed these things, what I did was, instead of hooking these up to the lights here, I just laid the cord out where I wanted things to be, because each area on the connectors, right, there's a spot to hook up the light. So for example, if I want to hook up this light, it just fits in here. And they're keyed, so you can't get them wrong. So you look for the flat spot in the flat spot. So it's right here. And you squeeze them together. You see there's a rubber gasket. And then you find way back over here, you slide the little connector. And you just tighten it down. And now you have a waterproof connection. So that's how that works. And then attached to this thing, let's see if I can find out what's going on here, is, so this is the cord, really long. And then on this end over here is the power supply. So you've got a nice big power supply. And again, it has a waterproof connector. And then over here is the on-off button. So you can actually control things with this button here. But I just use the app. It's much, much easier. So that's it. And these are really long, so you can get a good distance between the lights if you want. And then what I did for using this was I needed to have a waterproof box. So I picked up a waterproof box that you can put everything into. And also I got a power cord that had 3 more outlets in it. And I was able to hook up all the power adapters, because actually I installed 2 of these sets inside that waterproof box. So that works out really nice, because I don't know about you, but our outdoor sockets would only take 1 of these. So by using the waterproof box and the extension cord, you're able to hook them all up. So
that's a great idea.
Once you get these things installed, then you can use the app to set them up. But before we do that, let's take a look at the spotlights.
These spotlights.
So these are the tall ones, right? They're cute.
Those are the colorful ones.
Yeah, colorful. Well, the other ones are colorful too. And then we have this one here. These can be set up in color as well.
Oh, RGBWW for stunning lighting.
What's that again?
RGBWW's technology.
For stunning lighting.
Yeah, for stunning lighting.
So they are stunning, though. They look really nice. Okay, so let's see. What do we got here? Oh, man, more boxes. Okay, here we go.
Oh, so that's interesting. That means that they have RGB and tunable white.
That's correct. Yep. You can make these white if you want. And here you go.
Another quick start guide.
Okay, so keep in mind, there's 4 to a set here, and then this set comes with 2 lights. And you can add 2 more, but you're going to have to buy another set to do that.
Here you go.
Okay, I'll talk about these in a minute. So here's 2 lights that came with it. And then what's in the box here?
Take off their little hats.
They got hats on. Look at that. That's cute, huh? There we go. All right.
More cord.
Okay, so the little hats are off. Hats off to us. And you can see the little diffusion panel there. All right, what else do we have? So again, we have another power adapter. You can see why I had to get the extension cord in the waterproof box. Again, another button over here to be able to activate those lights. And again, they all work on the app. Matter of fact, they can work together in the app, which is really nice. And they got pretty long cords. And then they come with some poles. So they come with a couple of poles so you can actually make them taller. Because if you look here, it's interesting, you see they have the
They already have the thing
stake
installed.
on
The
it,
stake
but you
is
have
installed.
to take the stake off. Post in here. And what I want to do is first put the one through with the non-removable end. So get that going. And then you can start the other one going behind it. It'll fit. And then you just push these through. And they'll eventually come out the other side. You see one then the other. And then you just pull it through. And we just keep pulling them through until we get up here at the light. You see how nice it is? I'm right at the light. Now I can put this on. So now the post is on. So this gives me a little height when I go to plug it in. And then I need to put this back on. I'm not going to use this, right? But first thing I want to do before I forget is take the end cap in this particular one and put this back on so I don't lose it. This is going to keep the thing waterproof. And since it's the last one, I need it waterproof. Now, if you look at this, there's a groove here for the wires, just like it was before. So now you just put the wires through here, like that. And you put this into here. And you just screw it on. Make sure you don't cross thread it. And you see it's a lot easier now because the wires, even though they're twisting, there's a lot of it, so you don't have to worry too much. And there you go. Now I've got the whole thing put together, and I have my light. Now I can go hook it up and see how it works. One of the things you do when you get to things, though, is that these are metal stakes. Remember, they put little safety protection on it. You see, because it's nice and sharp pointed.
They didn't put them on the other ones.
They didn't put it on the other ones. I don't know why. That's the light, and of course they're fully adjustable, so you can kind of move them up and down. And then you're all set. And then,
really
of course,
nice.
As I mentioned, here's with a pole, you can make them a little taller off the ground, right? So those are kind of nice, and we have those installed. All right, so that's those lights. Now keep in mind, again, just to repeat, only comes with 2, but you can add 2 more. So I'm going to bring up the app.
Is this the same app we use for the cameras?
No, this is a different app. This is the eufy Life app, not the eufy Security app. But the cool thing about these things is you can actually connect your cameras to the lights. So where if someone's spotted on a camera, you can turn on these lights. But here's the lights. So here, for example, see here's the screen here. Well, it looks like I got 2 pathway light setups on there and 2 of these spotlights set up on there. And you can press the button, and then what you see here is that it has what's called the magic dice.
Oh.
So you can click that, and it'll figure out. We've got to turn on the lights first. We'll turn on the lights. Okay, now they're on. And you can press magic dice, and it just kind of picks a scene and brings it up. It's kind of weird. Yeah. But
it's using AI.
Yeah, it says it's using AI. Everything uses AI, I guess. But I found that those are cute and all that, but they're pathway lights, so I'm not sure why I want to blink them. But if you want, you can just come in here, and they have all sorts of scenes you can do. So you can do these holiday scenes, like here's New Year's Day, and it automatically switches the lights, and you'll see a pattern with the lights blinking and everything else to that scene. Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of scenes. You got seasons, you have events, you have emotions, so you can make it happy. See, happy's good, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can do healing. Check those colors. I mean, the pictures are great. It does not look like that in your backyard. Well, maybe your backyard does, but it doesn't look like that picture. Flags, so you can actually put the flag up there. So you can put up the American flag, the children. That's kind of weird. And then weather. So you can have like, oh, thunderstorm. So it's going to rain today. All right, well, put thunderstorms on.
Okay.
The other thing you can do is you can do daily. And here, this is kind of interesting because I can just click warm white, right? And all the lights will be all like a warm white. Because remember, it does RGB color, but it also does tunable white. I think that's the right expression, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, and then you can do cool white and white. So that's kind of nice. And then you have personal. Now, personal is neat because you can sit here and use the color wheel, make whatever you want, right? And you can make dynamic things. So dynamic could be things moving around. You have all sorts of presets over here. All right.
Looks pretty fun.
Yep.
Oh, and then you can change you have this nice bar at the top so you can tell how bright they are.
Yeah, you can adjust the brightness, which is kind of neat. Well, so yeah, so let's take a look here a second. I can say my flavors. So I might sit here and say, I want to have a static scene and I want the lights to be kind of a bluish purple, right? And I'm going to select which lights I want to use, right? And then I can set them up. So let's see. So paint them. So it goes paints them, actually does it on the thing. And then I can save it away. So now I can name it, name my mode, right, if I want to. So if I go to the settings, right, I can do things like firmware updates if I want. In fact, let's see if there is one. Nope, current firmware. And music flow, beta. So here, this thing here is you can do to the music. Okay, so the other thing is you can set up a schedule. So for example, I've set up a schedule, but you got daily lighting, so daily life, and you got holidays, things of that nature, right? But you can customize and make your own. So what I did is I created one called Sunset to 11, right? So here, Sunset to 11, that's the title, right? When you say what day, so I told it I wanted it every day, right? And then what time, so I have the time set up to be sunset to 11 o'clock at night, and then the lights turn off. And then what you do is you define, the time and everything else. You can come in here and set up the time, which I've already done, right? But then you select which lights you want on here. So I've got these 4 lights hooked up, and I have the lighting mode I want. So I want warm white, right? So that was all set up. And then the brightness, I have them at 80%. So kind of give you an idea. So every day at sunset, the lights will come on, and every day at 11 o'clock at night, they'll all turn off as a group because I've selected all of them. So you can see I selected the 2 pathway lights and the 2 spotlights. So that's it. That's pretty much how they work. It's pretty straightforward.
These are really neat.
Yeah. So there you go. That's the eufy life, pathway lights, and
Spotlights.
spotlights. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.